Hey, I want to talk about why in my acupuncture clinic, I don't accept packages. I don't do packages. I'm Katie Altnew. If you're new to my world, hi. I'm an acupuncturist with a clinic in Denver. I have 2 associates on staff and a waitlist practice. I'm also a business teacher at CSTCM. I've taught business to acupuncturists for 8.5 years. And I'm the founder of acuprosper.com, where I teach acupuncturists how to start their clinics with confidence and grow and attract more patients authentically. And everything I teach is based on my experience and seeing what works and what doesn't, what feels good and what doesn't feel good. So welcome. So there are 3 reasons why I don't do packages. And this isn't even including the legal reasons, which in a lot of states, it's not legal to accept payment before the time of service. So it's definitely worth knowing about that and looking into it. And I know a lot of acupuncturists do packages. That does not mean that it's legal. An easy way to find out, because I personally found it was hard to figure out the definitive answer in Colorado. An easy way to find out is, on the AAC insurance application, it asks you, do you accept payment before the time of service? You can call them and ask them their understanding about the legality in your state. So I think that's really important because you don't want to be lying, whether purposefully or accidentally. You don't want to be lying on your intake paperwork with your insurance company, or else you are accidentally making your entire agreement with them null, which would suck if something happened, God forbid. So make sure that it's legal. And a way around that, if you do want to offer packages, a way around that is you can say, get your, do 5 treatments, get your 6th free, do 9 treatments, get your 10th free. So you're not really offering like a package discount and they're not paying this big lump sum before the time of service. So there is a way around it. That's one way to go. But personally, I don't do any of that. One reason I didn't include in my 3 reasons was because I also don't want to have to keep track of something like that. That's just, I want my life to be easy. I want to keep it simple. But here's the 3 reasons why I don't recommend doing packages. Number 1, I don't want to make it all about the money. Money makes me feel funny. I don't want to talk about the money. I'm super awkward with money. Like when somebody hands me a check or something, and I'm like, ooh, I don't even want to look at it. I'm like, thanks. And it's super awkward. I, for some reason, find it easier to like swipe someone's credit card. It feels like I'm very much more like energetic exchange, like thanks. Like it's very like, I don't know, automatic and energetic, but money makes me feel weird. I don't want to talk about it. And I don't want to frame my services as discounted services because I think that devalues what we do. And I also don't want to frame it as something that's expensive and so therefore needs a discount in order to be like valuable. I just don't want it to be about the money at all. I want, I think that people come to me with a problem. They've sought me out. They found my website because they have a problem. They're in my office. My prices are listed on my website. They came to me with a problem. And then in my intake process, if I convey to them, and I think the intake process is so important, if I convey to them, I understand you, I care about you, I'm an expert, I have your best interest in mind, and I think that I can help you. And if they trust me, then they will do what I say. And I will tell them, I think we can help. I think it will take about this many treatments to make a difference. And I need to see you weekly or twice a week or whatever. And I make my recommendations as a doctor who's dosing her medicine. And they came to me with a problem and they will do what I say. And they don't need a discount to make that happen. And I don't need to like force them into it with a commitment package, So I don't want to make it about the money. I want to make it about helping people and serving people and making the world a better place and helping their health problems. And it's just easy for me to be like, $75, that's it. No more discussion about money, right? Okay, I don't like talking about money. Number 2, it puts all of the risk on them. It's like, okay, so you came this one time and I need you to commit to care right now and do this huge outlay of money. And like, you take on all the risk. You decide next week you don't like me, like you've paid this huge upsum fee and you're like trapped. They're taking on all the risk. I think that feels weird. I think that feels like win-lose. Remember when we talked about mindset? Win-win is super important. And I think it shows that you don't trust your own ability to keep them inspired and engaged and empowered and committed to their healing process. It shows that you need to like force them into it. And That's not how I want it to feel. I want to lead them as an expert. Yes, I think we can help. And this is how frequently I need to see you. And this is about how many times I think it will take and how I expect the process to go. And you get to make a choice what feels good for you every step of the way. I'm really trying to empower. It's important to me to empower my patients. Something that bugs me about Western medicine is I think it takes all the power away from them. And it says, the doctor is the expert, elevated status, just deny yourself and listen to them. I want to hand the power back to my patients. And I usually insist, I say this to them, I insist on, I think it's going to probably take 6 treatments for you to start really noticing a difference, and probably, 4 more to really make a lot of progress. It's just a random example of what I might say. And I will say, I insist on you coming that 6 times so that you can see, wow, we can really start making a difference. And then at some point, I tell them this, at some point, you're going to know better than I know how frequently you need to come back, because you're going to feel it. You are going to feel either some of your symptoms return, or you just feel like you're no longer on that upward spiral making progress. And I want to tune them into their bodies and empower them into this healing process as well, and not force them or trap them. I'm trying to educate, inspire, and empower them. And I don't want to try to just put all the risk on them and say they're committing to something, right? I also trust myself to keep them inspired and engaged in wanting to come back. And I don't want anybody coming back who doesn't want to be coming back. Leave if you don't like it, Yeah. And I also think that putting all that risk on them with a package makes word of mouth referrals harder. If they're well, I kind of want to refer my friend Susie to you. I think she might like you, but you're probably going to ask her to spend thousands of dollars on a package. Ooh, that feels like higher risk to refer their friends to you. Versus I think this might help Susie. I think Susie might like you. She should come see you. And then you get to do your intake with Susie and be yes, I think we can help. And here's what I think it'll take, and develop your rapport with Susie and not ask her to take a big risk on you. So I think it makes everyone more comfortable and doesn't ask them to take a bunch of risk. Yeah. Okay. The third reason is it frames your healing process as a finite number of treatments, rather than ongoing. It leads to an awkward conversation later once their package is up. Package of 10 is up. Package of 10 is up. Now what? Do they buy another package of 10? It's awkward. Whereas, historically, how our medicine was practiced, from what I understand, is that people in China went to their acupuncturist regularly. They went with every change in seasons. And so it was really, and they only paid their acupuncturist if they were healthy. They didn't pay if they weren't healthy, which I think is so cool, because it really shows that it's meant to be preventative medicine, that your acupuncturist job is to keep you healthy. You go regularly, you pay if you're healthy. And if you're not healthy, then you don't pay, which is the ultimate health insurance. And it also just shows that then maybe the acupuncturist isn't doing their good of a job if you're, that it really just frames the process as preventative and ongoing. And I really like getting to use our medicine with the full potential of it, helping people reach their full potential of health, not just you're getting fewer headaches, you're gone, but getting to partner with people in their health, empower them. You become a member of their team. You can help as things arise, help prevent, help maintain their health. And that feels really good to me. I don't like this idea of putting a finite number of treatments on it. I do absolutely tell them, I think it's super important in the intake process, let them know what to expect and how our medicine works and how we need to dose it and how frequently they need to come. And really, it's just an estimate to give them an idea. And then I like empowering them to do what feels right for them. And a lot of times I'll be oh my gosh, you haven't had migraine in months. I think you're good. You're done. And they'll be but I really like coming. Can't I keep coming back? I think I want to come back once a month or something. And you're yes, absolutely. You are in charge. You can come back whenever you feel like you need it, and you can really be a long-term partner in people's health. So I'm all about empowering. I really think the intake, that first visit intake, is super crucial for building trust, educating them about how acupuncture works, and empowering them and letting them decide that they trust you and have confidence. And I believe in inspiring people to stick around rather than forcing them or dropping them. So those are the reasons that I don't do packages. I don't want to make it about the money. I don't want to put all the risk on them or make them feel trapped. And I don't want to frame the process as a finite number of treatments. I like it's simple and easy, a fair exchange. You pay at each visit a fair amount that, a reasonable price, $75, that's it. You pay with each visit. I've told you my recommendation of how frequently I need to see you, but like ultimately you get to decide. And you came to me with a problem and I think I can help. And I'll give you an estimate of approximately how many treatments I think it will take. And there's no pressure and we're a team. And I think that if someone is saying your services are too expensive, they're saying if they came to you with a problem, they sought you out, they're in your office, they probably saw your prices on your website, they're in your office on that first intake, and they say to you after your intake process, sounds great, thank you very much, but I don't think I can afford it. They're not saying they can't afford your services. What they're saying is, I don't trust you. I don't trust that you can help me. I don't have confidence in you. I don't think you can help me, because they came to you with a problem that they want solved. How do you put a price, right? How do you decide that something's too expensive for health issues? If you've been struggling to have a baby, how do you put a price tag on a baby, right? Especially like $75 times 10, right? Not that much money. How do you put a price tag on healing from an autoimmune disease, on like finally sleeping well and feeling energized, on feeling like yourself again? Like, how do you put a price tag on that? If you're hearing that you are too expensive, you're not communicating in a way that builds trust and confidence. Sorry, I know that might sound harsh, but I really believe that. And it's worth really learning how to communicate in that intake process, building patient rapport and trust. So I don't think it's about the money. It's about all those other things. So that's why I don't do packages. I know this might be controversial, but putting it out there in case it helps somebody. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I introduced myself. I'm Katie Altnew, acupuncturist, founder of acuprosper.com, where I teach acupuncturists how to start their clinics and how to grow their clinics. If you want to get a heads up about when my course is open for enrollment, join my VIP list by going to my website, acuprosper.com, and downloading my top 10 tips. And then you'll be on the email list and I'll notify you when courses open up. Okay, cool. Thanks so much. Keep doing what you're doing because the world needs you. And the world needs more business savvy acupuncturists.